This is a KUNV Studios original program.
The content of this program does not reflect the views or opinions of 91.5 Jazz and More, the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, or the Board of Regents of the Nevada System of Higher Education.
Here we go, move it, move it, move it. Yeah. Beautiful. Next man up. Yeah.
Let's go.
Hello world and welcome to the show. I am your host, Donavan LeDean, actor, author, and inspirational rhythmic poet. You're now tuned in to Next Man Up, Poetry in Motion, where the mission is to promote good mental health for everyone. This poetry show will motivate, educate, and inspire you with spoken word through cultural expression. We have a special guest today, the Unknown Odist, a spoken word artist residing in Las Vegas, Nevada, and a retired Army veteran. He is making huge waves in the Vegas Valley, telling his story, speaking his truth. Odist, my brother, thank you for being here.
Oh, yeah, appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
First and foremost, before we dive into our discussion, I would like to recognize you by saying thank you for your service.
Appreciate it.
Most definitely. So what inspired you to pick up the pen and begin writing poetry?
So about 20 some odd years ago, I used to do music. I used to write music and perform music. And around about that time, I think this was around 2000, I heard a guy that goes by the name of poet, a spoken word artist that goes by the name of Black Ice. He was on Fabulous's, I believe, first album, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. And I had never heard anybody speak poetry in that way. Mm-hmm. And it really, I never forgot him. And ever since, I've been a fan of his, and I always wanted to get into spoken word since that day. But I was doing music. So, fast forward about 2004 is when I got into spoken word from that. So, yeah.
Okay. You're a military veteran, and you've mentioned about yourself as well as other soldiers who have suffered through a mental health crisis.
Right.
Elaborate on your mental health journey while serving in the military as well as transitioning into civilian life.
Okay. I mean, obviously coming from like an inner city, going into the military, and when I went in, it was the be all you can be Army, and there were no deployments going on. People kind of joined because they felt like the world maybe was bigger than where they were from. That's how I felt. But 2003, we got deployed. Deployments, Iraq, Afghanistan started. I got deployed 3 times to Iraq.
Desert Storm?
No. Enduring Freedom.
Okay,
so this was
gotcha.
like was like 03. So
right.
So Operation Enduring Freedom, and 3 times, one all a year, once for 15 months. So you just see a lot of stuff that you never thought you would. And most people, when they join the military, don't think, especially at that time, don't think there's going to be a war for real, and we're going to really have to go and see stuff and do stuff. Right. Unfortunately, with me in 2003, I lost a battle buddy, a friend of mine. He was like a brother. We did everything together. One day, to make a long story short, he went left, I went right. I came home that night, he didn't. And we got the news. I broke down like I lost my literal brother, Definitely. And I remember walking into the desert, sitting on a rock, and this might sound like dramatic or whatever, but I went, found a rock, sat down, and I cried like I lost my real brother. And that next morning, I remember waking up, and I woke up crying, which never had happened in my life. From that day, I never really forgot it. But when you go through stuff like that, it's other things that happen too. But when you go through things like that, and that was my first initial being in a war zone and somebody that I was really close to, not making it, you have to still go through the rest of your deployment. You have to still get up every day. You still have to still show up every day. Yeah. And I was a leader at that time. And you got to show up for the people that you're in charge of, so you got to find a way. So mentally that plays a huge toll on you because it's not natural for people to go through losses in that way and not really have real time to mourn.
Most definitely. Well, I share my condolences.
Oh, yeah.
Most definitely.
Appreciate you.
I had the pleasure of seeing you perform your poetry at an open mic event called Right About Now, which was last year, October.
Yes.
And in the Vegas Valley. And speaking your truth, yet standing on business, highlighting the inequalities and injustices occurring within our society.
Right.
In the land of democracy, we're witnessing a form of martial law take place as the U.S. National Guard troops deploy in major cities. ICE has become the major headline, from unlawful detainment of U.S. citizens to controversial fatal shootings.
Right.
This year in 2026 alone, and this is we're only in the month of January, there have been a total of 10 people killed by ICE agents. A second fatal shooting have recently occurred in Minneapolis, Minnesota, of a nurse caused by ICE.
Right.
As a military vet who vowed to protect and serve under the U.S. Constitution, what are your thoughts on the mayhem that's occurring in these streets on American soil?
So, first off, my heart goes out to all the families, man, that had to deal with, ICE and the occupation of their cities in the way that they're doing. But the way that I feel about ICE in general is I do feel like, in my opinion, they are a legalized terrorist organization. That's how I feel.
Most definitely.
I've always been like a really outspoken person, even in the military. I had a lot of my command that just didn't like me because I was, I knew how to use my rank and I felt like for good. But so with this situation, I think they are a legalized terrorist organization. I know they could do good. They choose not to, and they have the backing of a authoritarian administration. So, I feel like it's unwarranted. It shouldn't be happening. It's extremely racist and prejudiced because they're only targeting a certain demographic. But a lot of people choose to let people tell them what they see versus looking with their own eyes.
And I've seen incidents where ICE would confront an individual because they had an accent. They would ask them, since you have an accent, are you an American citizen? Right. Incidents like that.
Right. And that's wild because, in traveling the United States, I know I lived in a lot of states, right? And I've traveled to different countries as well. And, some states I've been in had large immigrant populations from European nations. But why are we not looking for any of them? So when people try to act like it's not what it is, like it is.
Most definitely.
What it is. So I'm against it 100%. I think it could be done a whole lot better, and I think it's really doing a disservice. Everybody that's supporting is really doing a disservice to the community and the United States.
Most definitely. Before you go, I would like for you to share a poem for us.
Oh yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. King, talk to him.
All right, so this is called Life. A lot of my poetry is about life, so this one poem kind of sums it up. Life don't come with a manual, just scandals and sandals on paths that burn like candles. We gamble with fate like Vegas nights, fight our reflections like shadows with rights, ingest wisdom from old heads that never chewed slow. I grew, though, through potholes and plot holes and folks that got goals but stopped cold when dreams felt like frostbite. I toss light in dark spaces and spark stages with truth. 'Cause life ain't a sprint, it's a loop. A fruit that ripens with bruises, a fuse lit by losses that win if you use it. And that's life.
Powerful. The Unknown Odist. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
The poets that'll be featured on our playlist today are Chelsea Murray, Luna, Shai Morrow, The Unknown Odist, Jess Flo, Liz Prince, Sheldon, Alex, Sebastian, Stefan Petway, Zachary Gutierrez, Loved by Ace, Blessing, Jenny Udine, Amira, and Moody Black. Now, let's get on with the show. This is Next Man Up, Poetry in Motion.
Here we go. Next man up. Breaks. Life is hard, I'm trying to find a way. Trying to compensate, couldn't do it yesterday. I'm aching now, body's breaking down. Laboring 7 days, 'cause there are no breaks. Laboring 7 days.
Go in with a fresh mind and a pure heart. Mistakes were made, go in with a fresh start. The emphasis is today, the uncertainty is tomorrow. I live another day, that's success. Time is borrowed, carnage is on a regular. Another family is in grief. Mics were cut off, still the Tennessee 3 were able to speak. For the crying girl and dying boy slain by assault styles. Too many bullets to avoid. Pray for them as they attempt to fight for a law made for all. As they attempt to prevent another body to fall. History in the making, yet in the midst of infamy. They're setting aside politics for human safety, making enemies. Your vote can avoid the weight of tyranny. Your vote can avoid the maybe and pull in what it got to be. Unprecedented as we witness the headlines of an indictment. As the rich make more money on merch, posing as victims, inciting another riot. Never quiet, the problems are loud. More foreigners are crowding U.S. borders like refugees. After Roe v. Wade reversed, more women are escaping red states like refugees. More protests in the streets like helpless pleas. And dying need of open minds and clear views so that one day witness universal health care making headlines on CNN News.
Bodies breaking down. Every 7 days, 'cause there are no.
Exhale, pray, wait for it. Peace never came, now beware of a mad force bound to take the republic. God bless us as we fight for peace on earth. As mankind kills one another to gain more turf. For drugs, for crops, for money, for clout. Urgent message, human to human, heart to heart. Change your route for a fresh start.
Breathe. 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 Let's get to it. Next man up.
Before we go, I would like for you to share a poem for us. You ready?
Yeah.
Amira, talk to him.
I am 16, not grown, but let me tell you what's got me messed up. I've met tons of adults who tell me to stay in my place and treated me like I was grown before I had the capacity to know it was wrong. Teachers that told me about their life struggles when all I wanted to do was get to the next page of the book. This isn't a poem, I'm telling you my grievances. I was in middle school when people talked to me like I was an adult, then told me to watch my tone. And I appreciate the transparency, but I wish they would have shut up. They were grown. Who do you think you are telling me what you think all the other students have? If you're not licensed, you shouldn't diagnose. And no offense, I don't care if you're depressed when I'm trying to learn equations and want to go home. Keep it professional. A middle schooler doesn't need to know what you've got going on at home. It's insensitive, I know, but do you feel my anger? An adult told me that I remind him of his brother. Days later in a conversation just to find out that man hates the same person he compared me to. So what was he really trying to tell me? And excuse my lack of grace, but I'm done playing nice. A lot of people thought it meant that they could share things with me. And just because I was listening does not mean I wanted to be there. I was too young to know how to say I'm uncomfortable. And just because I'm concise does not mean I'm free therapy. Communication is key till you forget there are limits to what you can share with me. For every adult that crossed my boundaries, get a grip. And let me be clear with you. Figure it out yourself. I am no longer playing games with you. Ask your psychiatrist for a remedy, or just do your job. Are you incompetent or pushing limits on purpose? You may think I'm disrespectful, but I'm not talking out of the side of my neck. If I'm supposed to stay in a child's place, you stay in the adult's. And let that line be said.
Next Man Up presents Chelsea Murray, Queen. Talk to her.
Here we go. Here we go. Next man up.
There's a man, and I swear God carved his name into my soul long before I learned to pray. He walks like he got God in his stride, like peace found a forever in his bones, and every time he laughs, the world hushes just to listen. Loving him feels like home, an awakening, like the divine in me bows to the divine in him. This ain't your storybook, white picket fence kind of love, nah. This is that hood love, that concrete rose, bulletproof heart kind of love. The kind of love that smells like cocoa butter and late night drive-through fries kind of love. See, I met him where pain and prayers became neighbors. Somewhere between this life and the last, not in the flesh first, but in frequency. Like my soul recognized his hum before my hands ever touched his skin. Not desire, but recognition. Like our spirits have been circling each other for lifetimes, waiting for this exact collision. We don't do fancy dates. We do drive-bys of the moon, windows down, hands intertwined, his voice humming peace over pain, and I swear the stars bend closer every time he says my name. This is the kind of love the church doesn't preach about, but the ancestors smile over because they know what it is. It's divine alignment in Nike slides and tattoos. It's angels and air forces. It's spirit and struggle, learning how to hold hands and call it forever. Because this love, it ain't from this world. It's heaven in a hoodie, God in a gold chain, eternity in the eyes of a man who came from nothing and still gives me everything, so I don't curse the circumstance. I thank the divine for allowing me to touch eternity, even if only in silence. Some love ain't meant to be owned, only experienced. And this one feels like God wrote it in the stars and then trusted my heart to read it out loud.
Next man up. Damn.
The parachute release. I return to the land below with something new to give, but nothing new to see. It feels swell to return, sturdy land in 2 feet, but it doesn't feel fine. What is wrong with me? I guess I'd rather spend time up high with the clouds in the sky than among the rest of us. Where I'm from, which I came, where I went, where I've been, how it feels, like better off. Is it wrong? If it is, prepare the ship. I'm going back. I'm going back.
Next man up.
Be delusional.
Be delusional. Like skyscrapers dreaming they can scrape the sky. Like rivers thinking they can drown the tide. Like seeds in the cracks of sidewalks that believe they'll become forests despite the concrete lies. Be so bold that logic takes a back seat. Like shoes with no soles still running these streets. Like hunger, gnawing at the bones of defeat, but still feasting on the thought that destiny can taste sweet. They'll call you crazy. Say you're building castles on quicksand. Say you're chasing shadows with open hands, but tell them the moon only lights up the night because it's stubborn enough to steal the sun's spotlight.
Be delusional.
Like poets who think words can change the world. Laugh in the face of practicality. Like fireflies flirting with eternity. Like gravity trying to hold down the wings to the ground, but the wings just laugh and keep on flapping around. Like hope screaming louder than doubt. Like fear knocked out by a dream too stubborn to sit down. Be delusional, like stars that refuse to fall. Like soldiers training in snow, sleet, rain, because they're too insane to believe that obstacles mean stop. Speak your visions out loud. Like prophets with no followers, but stories got endless crowds. They'll say it's impossible, but impossibility is just a dare thrown down by reality to see if you'll care, to see if you'll fold or fight. So be delusional. Be the phoenix before the flame, the lion before the roar, the champion even when bruised and sore. Be the impossible, the improbable, the reckless soul who broke through the mold just to prove that some stories can't
be controlled.
Here we go. Next man up.
Before I let you go, I would like for you to share a poem for us. You ready?
Let me get ready.
All right.
Okay.
Wait, talk to him.
Okay.
I don't clock in, I lock in. Tapped into frequencies most folks don't even notice. I'm bilingual in meltdown plus motion, fluent in silence and devotion. They see tantrum, I see sensory overload. They see picky eater, I see protecting peace from chaos on the plate. They see nonverbal, I see a universe of thoughts the world ain't even earned the privilege to translate. They try to speak for him instead of letting him speak as him. They assume silence means confused, like I should choose words for him. Stop seeing disability, start seeing possibilities. Autism isn't a misprint, it's a difference, brilliance. I'm the translator, interpreter, advocate, navigator, therapist, teacher, researcher, educator. Appointments on calendars, patience and stamina, balancing meltdowns, holding space, holding stamina. IEP meetings where they judge what he's lacking, while I subtract their assumptions and multiply backing. Proving daily that growth ain't measured in talking. Some babies speak words, mine speaks energy when they walking. His silence ain't empty, it's full of galaxies and meaning, full of brilliance they keep missing, full of everything they don't need permission. They label my baby, don't label my fight, don't label the journey when you can't handle the light. The ancestors didn't sign us to be easy, he assigned us to be legendary. Believe me. Thank y'all.
Next man up.
Palindrome 1 at sea. Can I achieve hope all by myself when I'm far off, almost lost in coursing waves? Almost lost when I'm far off, all by myself can I achieve hope? All by myself can I achieve hope. Poem.
Next Man Up presents Shaimoro, Queen. Talk to him.
Here we go. Next man up.
Hello everyone, my name is Cheyenne Chargalot. My friends and family call me Shy. Thank you for having me today. I'm going to read my poetry. This one is called My Mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall, why did I hate you before? I was so tired of seeing the reflection of what I felt myself, insecure. Mirror, how can one ever love you when you don't love themselves? I couldn't, I had to face myself. I had to face you, mirror. You're broken from being punched. I no longer see myself, but yet I still see you. Empty, black space, pathetic you I believed. To dance into wrong, but to meet you again. Me, but in love of you. I love myself. I want you, my mirror, to drop colors onto my skin like melted crayons. I want you, my mirror, to caress down your words, my poetry. Hold the words that create you, to hold you up, and to be strong, my mirror. And to look at myself, I know I'm strong, and that I'm an art, and that I want to love myself, my mirror. My artist name is Shaimoro. You can find me on Instagram, CHYMORRO.
Next Man Up presents Luna, Queen. Talk to him.
Here we go. Next man up.
Self-doubt once appeared to be a prison I couldn't escape from, like being trapped in the labyrinth of my mind, with only the echo of my fears repeating every lie I told myself, repeating in an endless loop of suffering. With every challenge and weighted ache in my chest, I carried all this pain unknowing how to release. So I carried it all until it became so undeniable that loving myself was no longer optional. Instead, it showed me where I needed love the most, reminding myself that I was capable of so much more than my fears allowed me to see. My mind is a weapon, but I no longer turn it against myself. I let pain instruct me without defining me. Growth did not feel gentle, and discomfort became my teacher. That is how I learned to grow, when love is louder than my wounds.
Next man up.
Coexisting in many realms of thought, a walk in prayer, meditation I can't evade, frequencies I can't explain. Speak to me in wisdom's name. I've been on that resonance before they coined it Schumann's. Babylon can't control me. I broke out their show like I was Truman. The human programmed analytics can't measure the spirit, thus they can't fully study us. At this point, it's apparent. Know thyself. Mental, physical, and etheric. Lyrics tap into your central node. To the soul, you can feel it. Sit in the sun, download codes, I can hear them. There's a natural mystic flowing on Mother Nature's biorhythm. Get on beat, connect with every single living organism. Like ancestors, before these evil ways of the system. Walking the less traveled road, I have seen many visions. Many nights sitting still, yet still I listen. Guidance enters a vessel with pure precision. A choice to make daily. Why do we wrestle? Right decisions. Tussling with the test. Illusions carrying us away from the way we already know is best. Come back home, beloved. You no longer have to beat an ego's chest. Perch inside like an eagle in its nest. Followers cliff dive into the next trend. Since you always been taking heed to the riddles the elders were attesting. Now I'm years ahead with good investments. Just bump my head a little less than. Nonetheless, an imperfect perfection. A walking prayer, avid meditator. Realms of thought, between each I'm a mediator. A metaphor of sorts. Seeing obstacles as sport, I must master. Slow and steady wins the race. I learned that in the beginning chapters of a book without middle or end. Life goes on again and again. I write on and on with my mind as my ink and my soul as my pen.
Before we go, I would like to conclude with a power message. It's a message about isolation. You're now at rock bottom, to where you're making thoughtless moves around others who may not care about your well-being out of fear and desperation. Fall back. Take out this moment to recover and regroup in order to climb out of your toxic vortex from dysfunctional relationships or social groups to harmful addictions. Take out this moment to think, to plan, lock in on your craft solo, and within time, this moment of isolation will attract the right people and opportunities. Embrace the process. Special thanks to my guest, the Unknown Odist, for stopping by, discussing his mental health journey while serving in the military. Thanks for tuning in to Next Man Up Poetry in Motion. I am your host, Donavan LeDean. To see my inspirational and poetry reels, you can go to YouTube at Donavan LeDean. Also, you can find my poetry books, children's books, and coloring books on Amazon under my name, Donavan LeDean. For actor or poet bookings, you can contact me via email dvmedia10@gmail.com. I am Donavan LeDean, actor, author, and inspirational rhythmic poet. Until next time, peace. Yeah.